Hello Wildcats. Kobe Brea is a great guy for the Wildcats, but he has been terrible since Saturday when the team lost in Austin. Let's take a closer look at Brea, but first subscribe to the channel to receive more news from the blue and white team. A cold performance at the worst possible time ended an impressive streak of 39 consecutive games with at least one made three-pointer. For a player whose greatest asset is precisely his shooting consistency, this statistic is not just a curious fact, it is a reflection of how Kentucky can fluctuate drastically depending on the performance of its main shooters. The 82-78 loss to the Longhorns was painful for several reasons. Kentucky played well enough to win, but a collapse at the end cost it dearly. The absence of key players like Butler and Robinson already made the challenge tough, and when Brea couldn't take on the offensive responsibility, it was clear the Wildcats didn't have enough to compensate. In his 35 minutes on the court, Brea finished 0-6 from the field and scored just 4 points. His 0-4 from 3 capped an impressive stretch and, more than that, reinforced a worrying trend. When he's cold, Kentucky feels the difference. In his 8 losses this season, Brea is shooting just 35% from 3, 11-31, a number well below what one would expect from one of the NCAA's best shooters. Defensively, opponents already know that neutralizing Brea can mean destabilizing the Wildcats' offense. He faces the opposition's best defender on a nightly basis, and that pressure is already part of his routine. The question now isn't whether he can handle it, because he's proven he can, but whether he can find solutions when the shots just won't fall. Looking ahead, it's impossible to ignore what this fluctuation could mean in the NCAA tournament. In March, every possession counts. If Kentucky has a night where Brea can't hit from the perimeter, will it have enough depth on the roster to survive? A fully healthy team might be better able to respond to this kind of problem, but with injuries mounting, making or missing the long ball could be the difference between a deep run or an early exit. The silver lining? The law of averages. Brea has built his reputation on consistency, and players of his caliber rarely go long without responding. Maybe all he needs is a return to Rupp Arena, where confidence can be rebuilt and shots can start falling again. If that happens, Kentucky has a lot to gain. If not, the final stretch of the season could be an even tougher battle. Let me hear your thoughts now.